Hello students. Now in this video also we will solve some examples. So the first example, suppose find all positive integers a and b satisfying the GCD of A and B is 10 and LCM of A and B is 100. Now solution of this one. Let A and B be positive integers. They are positive integers. What is given? The LCM of them is what? 100. So this gives A divides 100 by definition and B also divides 100. This will give us 100 is equal to what? AK1 and 100 is equal to what? BK2. For some K1, K2 belongs to what? Set of integer. Also the GCD of A and B is 10. So this gives 10 divides A and 10 divides B. So that will be A is equal to 10 K3 and B is equal to what? 10 K4. For some K3, K4 belongs to what? Z. Call this as equation number 2 and this as equation number 1. Now from 1 and 2 we get look at here, this value of A we can substitute here and this value of B also can be substituted here. So 2 we are using in 1. So that gives 100 is equal to 10 K1 K3 and 100 equal to 10 K2 K4. That is same as 10 is equal to what? K1 K3 and 10 is equal to what? K2 K4. Now as A and B are positive, so this gives these K1, K2, K3, K4 are also positive. What? Positive. Now let us take this case. Let it be A as K1 K3 is equal to 10. So this gives there are 4 pairs, 1 into 10, 10 into 1, 2 into 5 and 5 into 2. These 4 possibilities for the set of integers. So in that one case 1, suppose case 1, that K1 K3 equal to what? 1 into 10. That is K1 is equal to 1, K3 is equal to what? 10. So this gives, if K1 is 1, we get A is equal to 100. Similar thing here, if I put K3 is 10 here, A is equal to what? 100. So A is equal to 100. Now we can get B here. Now actually what is here? We have to determine the positive integers A and B such that the LCM is 100 and GCD is what? 10. So we have a relation that LCM is what? Mod of AB upon what? GCD. But now here A and B are positive, so this is A into B upon what? GCD. So here this LCM is what? 100 is equal to what? AB upon this 10. So we get the product of these two integers A and B is what? 1000. So if A is 100, B must be what? 10. B will be 10. This thing you can remember. AB should be 1000. From that we can determine the other one. Again, case 2. What the case 2 says? K1, K3 is equal to 10 into 1. So this gives K1 is equal to 10, K3 is equal to 1. So this implies, what is A? K1 is 10, then A will be 10. If A is 10, A into B should be what? AB should be what? 1000. So AB should be 1000, so B will be what? 100. Now case 3. Case 3. What is case 3? K1, K3 is equal to what? 2 into 5. So this gives K1 is equal to 2, K3 is equal to 5. So this implies A is equal to, if K1 is 2, what is A? A will be 50. And if A is 50, what is B? For 1000. So 1000 by 50. So B will be what? 20. Again case 4. Case 4. That K1, K3 is equal to what? 5 into 2. So that gives K1 is equal to 5. K3 is equal to what? 2. So that gives A is equal to what? K1 is 5. Then A is equal to 20. And A is 20. So B will be what? 50. So these are the possibilities here. Now if I take this second case, that as K2, K4 is equal to 10. Here also the same possibilities for K2 and K4 as they are positive integers. So 1 into 10, 10 into 1, 2 into 5 and 5 into 2. Fine. Same thing we have to do. Case 1. What is case 1? K2, K4 is equal to what? 1 into 10. So that gives K2 is equal to 1, K4 is equal to what? 10. So this gives K2 is 1. So K2 1, then B is equal to what? 100. B is 100, then A must be 10 for 1000. Fine. Now case 2. Case 2. K2, K4 is equal to what? 10 into 1. So this gives K2 is equal to 10. K4 is equal to what? 1. Now K4 1, so B is 10. So this gives B will be 10. B 10, then A must be what? 100. Now case 3. Case 3. K2, K4 is equal to what? 2 into 5. So that gives K2 is equal to 2. K4 is equal to 5. So this gives B is equal to, now K4 is, look at here, K4 is 5. So B will be what? 50. So B 50, then A must be 20. Again case 4. Case 4. What is case 4? K2, K4 is equal to 5 into 2. So that gives K2 is equal to 5. K4 is equal to 2. So that gives B is equal to, now K4 is 2. So B will be 20. B 20, then A will be 50. If you look it carefully, B is 100, A is 10. It is here. Now B is 10, A is 100. It is here. B is 50, A is 20. Look at here. B is 50, A is 20. Fine. B is 20, A is 50. So these are. So while considering these two things, we get the same pairs. Same pairs are these. So togetherly, what can I say? If these are positive integers A and B satisfying, the GCD of them is 10 and LCM will be 100, then these four pairs are there. So I must write the answer. Hence the pairs of A and B are. What are these pairs satisfying these conditions? Are what? These are 100, 10. Second pair is what? 10, 100. Then 50, 20 and 20, 50. These are the pairs which satisfy the given conditions. This is about this problem. Now let me go for the next problem. Next problem is that example, show that a into a square plus 2 upon 3 is an integer for all integer a greater equal 1. Now to show this, what we have to do? It is enough to show that a into a square plus 2 is divisible by 3. So to show that a into a square plus 2 upon 3 is an integer it is enough to show that a into a square plus 2 is divisible by 3. So as it is divisible by 3, so our claim will be, it is divisible by 3 means what? 3 divides a into a square plus 2 in another language. Fine. Now let us apply the division algorithm on 3 and a. What we get? Apply division algorithm on a and 3. We get a is equal to what? 3q plus r, where the condition on r is what? 0 less equal r, strictly less than what? 3. Now what does this give us? If r is 0, we get a is equal to 3q. That is, a is either 3q or 3q plus 1, remainder will be 1, or 3q plus 2. Now let us check for these cases. Let us take a is equal to 3q, then what happened? Let us check a is equal to 3q plus 1 or a is equal to 3q plus 2. Now if a is equal to 3q, then clearly 3 divides a, and if 3 divides a, then 3 divides a into some multiple also. This is the property of divisibility. So 3 divides a into a square plus 2. This is true here. Now if a is equal to 3q plus 1, then it is not possible that 3 divides a. So let us take a square plus 2, the other term. Then what is a square plus 2? Let us check what does that. If it is multiple of 3, then we can say 3 divides that one. If not, then we will stop there. We cannot say further. Fine. Now a square means what? 3q plus 1 square plus 2. 3q plus 1 square, use a plus b whole square. So it will be 9q square plus 6q plus 1 plus 2. That is same as 9q square plus 6q plus 3. We can easily take 3 common here. So 3 will be common. It will be 3q square plus 2q plus 1. So from this we can say 3 divides a square plus 2. As 3 divides a square plus 2, so 3 also divides a into a square plus 2. It is one of the property of divisibility. Now again the last case, if a is equal to 3q plus 2, then Again consider a square plus 2. So it will be 3q plus 2 square plus 2. So it will be 9q square plus 12q plus 4 plus 2. So that is 9q square plus 12q plus 6. Again we can take 3 common. So 3 will be common. It will be 3q square plus 4q plus 2. So this gives 3 divides a square plus 2. So that is 3 divides a into a square plus 2. So in all cases we get when a is equal to 3q, then also 3 divides a into a square plus 2. When a is equal to 3q plus 1, then also 3 divides a into a square plus 2. And when a is equal to 3q plus 2, then also 3 divides a into a square plus 2. So for all cases it divides that one. Thus we can say 3 divides a into a square plus 1 for all a greater equal 1. That is a into a square plus 2, a into a square plus 2 upon 3 is an integer. Is an integer for all a greater equal 1. Now this is about this example. Let us go for the next example. Now the next example is that show that square of any integer either of the form is either of the form 3q or 3q plus 1. Is either of the form 3q or 3q plus 1. So solution of this: square of any integer is of the form 3q or 3q plus 1. So now let n be any integer. Now here the square of the integer is of the form 3q or 3q plus 1, means here divisor will be 3. So let it be, dividend will be n. So apply division algorithm on n and 3. What happened? Look at that. So apply division algorithm to n and 3. We get n is equal to 3q plus r. So 0 less equal r less than 3. That is n is equal to what? 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. It will be of this form, either 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now let us check its square. What does it give? Now if n is equal to 3q, then what is n square? N square is equal to 3q square, that is 9q square, that is 3 into 3q square. It can be written as 3 into k, where k I am taking as 3q square. Q is also an integer, so 3q square also an integer. So n square will be 3 into some integer. So it is of the form 3 into some multiple, that is 3 into q. Now consider for n is equal to what? 3q plus 1. Then n square is what? 3q plus 1 square. So it will be 9q square plus 6q plus 1. So that is 3 into 3q square plus 2q plus 1. So that will be 3k plus 1, where k is equal to what? 3q square plus 2q belongs to what? Set of integer. Now again, if n is equal to 3q plus 2, then n square is equal to 3q plus 2, its square, is equal to 9q square plus 12q plus 4. That is, now this can be written as 9q square plus 12q plus 3 plus 1. 4 is written as 3 plus 1. Now from these three terms we can take 3 common. So 3 will be common. What we get? 3q square plus 4q plus 3 plus 1. Now here again it can be written as 3k plus 1. Now here k is what? 3q square plus 4q plus 1 plus 1. This is integer. Now again, when n is equal to 3q plus 2, we can write it as 3k plus 1. So overall what can we write? N is any integer, then its square can be written as either 3k or 3k plus 1. That is same as to say square of any integer can be written as multiple of 3 or multiple of 3 plus 1. Thus square of any integer, is either of the form 3q or 3q plus 1. This is the answer of this. Now the next example is that true or false. State about it with justification. If a divides b plus c, then either a divides b or a divides c. Now here this is not true. Why does this is not true? Let me give an example. Because now the addition, if any number is a divisor of an addition of two integers, it's not necessary that the same number will be divides to both the or any one of them. Because if b is equal to 6 and c is equal to 4, then b plus c is what? It will be 10. So let us take a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5 as 5 divides 10. So 5 divides 10, but 5 doesn't divide 6 or 5 doesn't divide 4 also. Therefore, this statement is what? False. Now, the next example is that for any integer n, show that one of the integer n plus 2, n plus 4 is divisible by 3. Now solution of this: apply. Now again the same thing comes here. There is n is any integer, then these integers we have to show divisible by 3. So again I will take n and 3 and I will apply division algorithm on the same one. So apply division algorithm on n and 3. Then what does this gives? This gives n is equal to again 3q plus r. So n is equal to 3q plus r, where 0 less equal r less than 3. That is n is either 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now if n is equal to 3q, if n is equal to 3q, then clearly 3 divides n. Now if n is equal to 3q plus 1, then 3 doesn't divide n. So take n plus 2. What? N plus 2 is equal to what? 3q plus 1 plus 2. That is 3q plus 3. So this gives 3q plus 3, and that is 3 into q plus 1. So n plus 2 will be some multiple of 3. So this gives 3 divides n plus 2. When n is 3q plus 1, then it divides n plus 2. Now if n is equal to 3q plus 2, then what is it is not possible that 3 divides n. What about n plus 2? Let us check that. N plus 2, then it will be 3q plus 2 plus 2. So it will be 3q plus 4. So it will be 3 into 3q plus 3 plus 1. So it is 3 into q plus 1 plus 1. So remainder is non-zero here. So what does it says? Here 3 doesn't divide n plus 2. So now 3 1 divides n, 1 divides n plus 2. So let us check n plus 4. So what is about n plus 4 in this case? So n plus 4 is what? 3q plus 2 plus 4. So that will be 3q plus 6. 3q plus 6. So 3 into what? Q plus 2. So now here it is multiple of 3. Remainder is 0. So this gives 3 divides what? N plus 4. So when n is equal to 3q, 3 divides n. N is equal to 3q plus 1, that time 3 divides n plus 2. And n is equal to 3q plus 2, that time 3 divides n plus 4. Thus for any integer n, one of the integer n plus 2, n plus 4 is divisible by 3. Now these are nothing but 3 consecutive even numbers. So one of the integer from 3 consecutive even numbers are divisible by 3. This is the conclusion here. This question may be asked as, show that one of among 3 consecutive even numbers is divisible by 3. Okay. Next example is that for any integer n greater equal 1 and for a, show that the GCD of a and a plus n for any integer n greater equal 1 and for a, show that the GCD of a and a plus n divides n, and hence show that GCD of a and a plus 1 is 1. Now here solution, let us assume the GCD of a and a plus n. Let the GCD of a and a plus n is suppose d. Then our claim, we have to show that the GCD of a and a plus n divides n. That is d divides n. So as GCD of A and A plus N is equal to D. So this implies D divides A and D divides A plus N. So now as D divides A plus N, so we know the property of divisibility that D divides the addition of these one, subtraction of them. So D divides A plus M minus A also. That is same as D divides A. Now D divides N. D divides N. So this is our claim. Now if N is equal to 1, then D divides 1. So D divides 1, so this shows D is less equal 1. But we know D is a GCD, so D should be greater equal 1. So this gives D is equal to what? 1. Therefore, the GCD of A and A plus 1 is equal to what? 1. Now, the next example is that if GCD of A and B is 1, then show that GCD of A plus B and A minus B is 1 or 2. So solution, suppose, again let us assume, suppose that GCD of A plus B and A minus B is equal to what? D. So our claim is what? D is equal to what? 1 or 2. We have to show D is either 1 or 2. So now as GCD of A plus B and A minus B is what? D. So this gives D divides A plus B and D divides A minus B. Fine. Now this can be, from this we can get D divides A plus B plus A minus B and D divides A plus B minus A minus B. So from this what we get here? From this we get D divides 2A and D divides 2B. Therefore, D is a common divisor of 2A and 2B. So this says D divides the GCD of 2A and 2B also. That is, D divides 2 times the GCD of A and B also. And now this gives D divides 2. Why? As the GCD of A and B is equal to what? 1. This is given to us. This is a given thing. Fine. Now D divides 2. So by the property of divisibility, D is less equal 2. D is positive because it is a GCD and it is less equal to, so it is either 2 or 1. So this gives D is equal to 1 or D is equal to 2 as D is strictly positive. Fine. Therefore, the GCD of A plus B and A minus B is what? 1 or 2. This is the answer of this one. Now, here we will stop for today. Next video we will see some examples and the definition of prime and composite integers with some properties of them. Thank you.